Hello, I'm Ryan Callan and welcome to the third round of the Virtual Touring Masters here from the fictional Vitus Parc set in Switzerland. And Toby Davies took his first Touring Pro Series career win here 3 years ago, and he put it on pole here today also. Alongside him on the front row is joint championship leader Adrian Holm. Second row is Munro and Rivio, with Butcher and Richards making his debut this season there in 6th. Henneberg, Orban, Oyala round out the top 10, while Amaral, Naring, Tuinainen, Dobbing, Nielsen and Stenbeck rounded out the top 16. Away from the grid they went then, with Toby Davies making the best start off pole position, leading into turn 1, Rivio challenging Holm for that second spot as the rest of the field goes streaming through without any issues. And the field goes over the jump for the first time. Before winding their way through the fast chicane further on the lap. So at the end of lap 1 it was Holm leading from Rivio, with Butcher in 3rd, Munro in 4th, Orban in 5th, Henneberg in 6th, and Toby Davies had a technical issue in the opening lap and had dropped to 7th. Rivio was all over the back of Adrian Holm and made this move to take the lead of the race on lap 2. While Klaus Naring and Pedro Amaral were involved in a big battle here for 11th spot with Anders Nielsen. Naring taking full advantage of Amaral's battling. Lap 3 and Davies was starting to make his move through the field, sliding past the Dane Peter Henneberg. And there was more bad news for Peter Henneberg later that lap as he spun out of the race. On lap 4, Anders Nielsen wanted the 10th position from Rhys Gardner and took it. On lap 5, here was the order: Rivio from Holm, from Butcher, from Munro, from Orban and Davies. While on lap 5, this was the end of Juha Tuinainen's race. A slow motion replay showing just how airborne the Volvo got. While on lap 7, Chris Butcher was starting to put pressure on Adrian Holm, and he slid down the inside at turn 1 to take second away. And the following lap there was more bad news for Adrian Holm, as first Munro and then Davies would go past. Davies taking advantage of the side-by-side action and making a daring move down the inside. While on the following lap, Davies continued his move through the field, this time going past the other skyline of John Munro. Lap 10, more skylines now as we're on board with Rhys Gardner, watching the ongoing battle between Amaral and Naring, while Gardner himself will get a small touch-up from Kjell Stenbeck. The big hold improving a handful around the tight and twisty Vitus Parc. Lap 12 and Butcher was just about clinging on to second spot until this mistake saw him drop back to 5th. Butcher wasn't done, however, and he set about fighting back and trying to take that 4th spot back away from his fellow THR driver Adrian Hull. On board with Orban, and this could have been disastrous. Great car control from Chris Butcher saw the battle continue, and the following lap he made his move back past Adrian Hull into 4th. Lap 14, Bruno Sousa Ferreira makes this contact with Jonathan Ockerclinth, and Chris Vickers is the beneficiary. Chris goes up into 19th spot. Lap 14, and the gap between Raivio and Toby Davis was 6 seconds. With Raivio's medium tyres starting to wear, it's going to be a close battle. While Ethan Bass is looking to continue after this mistake. The Scotsman's skyline pounded the wall very hard indeed. Lap 20, and the tyres began to wear, proving a handful even for the M3 drivers. First, Stenbeck made a mistake, which allowed Gardner to sweep around the outside. And then Daniel Beck, in his eagerness to take advantage, lost traction and slid onto the infield, thankfully avoiding any contact. While the other M3 of Matty Orban had been caught and passed by Matt Richards, which has taken advantage of his more durable hard tyres. Lap 21, and Butch was putting Munro under all kinds of pressure for 3rd spot, and he took it away. While there was more bad news for Munro at the following corner. Having to dodge 2 battling backmarkers saw him lose 4th also to Adrian Hull. While on lap 23, Butcher and Hull continued their hard battle. On the penultimate lap, no quarter was given or taken. While also on the penultimate lap, Toby Davis had caught Eunice Raivio. Over to the live commentary team to take you through it.
Raivio just has a lap and a half to hold one of the most aggressive, probably one of the drivers who's made more passes than anybody. He has to hold him off to get his win. Now, how badly do you think Raivio wants this win?
Oh, he's never had a Touring Pro Series win, remember?
No,
never tasted success.
In the Alpha, that it hasn't won since De La Fuentes.
Scares you, scared. Oh, he's sideways, Davis! Oh, he picks it up. He didn't lose any time. Oh, and Vickers gets out of the way. Not sure if that held Raivio up, but this is very, very close indeed. Davis is right alongside.
Oh, he's gone wide.
He's gone for the cutback. Raivio sideways. Davis is going to go through. No, yes. No, he doesn't. Raivio holds him off. They've got lap traffic ahead of them. Daniel Beck, please drive faster. And Raivio now is the inside here. Davis around the outside, trying to attack. Raivio now he's going to have the power down the straight. We go down the inside. Raivio sideways. Look at this. This is incredible stuff.
For dear life. Oh, this is it. Okay, all he has to do is hold the apex, block the drive off. Davis trying around the outside. Raivio squeezing. This is fantastic stuff. There's nothing left.
Oh, contact! Oh, the door is open! He's spinning! He's around! Raivio is spinning! Davis is going to take the win! Raivio rejoins! Will he get ahead of Butcher? No, he won't! He's sideways again! Look what he's trying to get going! Davis will win this race! Toby Davis takes the win here! Here is confirmation of Toby Davis's win then. And there was yet more bad news for Eunice Raivio, as he was disqualified post-race for exceeding the track boundaries on too many occasions. Chris Butcher took that 2nd spot then ahead of Adrian Holm, with John Maroney 4th, Richards and Orban promoted to 5th and 6th, Oyala 7th, David Junt 8th, Nyring and Nielsen rounding out that top 10, with Reese Gardner once again 11th. Here are the championship standings then. Courtesy of that win, Toby Davis takes the lead in the championship ahead of the driver he was level with, after Suzuka, Adri and Hulme. In third spot is Munro, enjoying a good season so far, with fourth Eric de Veit, unfortunately absent from the Vitus Parc event. Rivio stays in fifth, with Butcher in sixth. Orban, Salo, Oyala and the absent Wiesenmuller round out the top 10, with Neiring and McGregor in 12th.